Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I've got multiple videos to share with you guys of mysterious objects falling through the sky, some things moving very quickly, some things moving very slow. You're going to see a collection of white, what look like orbs moving through the sky above New Mexico. You're going to see, in fact, we'll play the video right now sent in by Ken out of Trenton, Florida. This first video is from January the 8th of a slow-moving meteor through the nighttime sky captured by his Wisey outdoor security camera. This video here is from the 14th of a long-duration meteor at 5:24 in the morning. This is a different camera looking in a different part of the sky, but still from his home in Trenton, Florida. Two very long-duration meteors slowly moving through the nighttime sky. Video footage here sent in by Leanne B. out of New Mexico. She was driving down the road in New Mexico and happened to notice to her left a small fleet of what looked like white orbs moving through the daytime sky. You can see them right here. A little armada of what looked like white dots in the daytime sky. Some moving very quickly and some moving very slowly. Right there, see how quick those just kind of propelled through the sky? And these objects are of unknown origins, as she was just driving down the road in broad daylight and happened to notice those objects in the sky above New Mexico. Also in this video, we had a rocket launch here recently. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, from Florida. This is one video that I had sent in by Steve out of Winter Haven, Florida, who happened to notice the rocket launch kind of after the fact. But it was this thing here that remained in the same place, or at least it looked like it was stationary and had a tail behind it. And here's some more photos of the large vapor trail in the sky, visible from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Photos sent in by James. I also received some other photos by William from Central Florida of the recent SpaceX rocket launch. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Mike out of Stonington, Connecticut, of some clouds in the sky above Connecticut that were definitely worth photographing. He saw these wavy clouds that almost looked like a collection of webs up in the sky above North Stonington, Connecticut. Checking in on the Schumann resonance, the last 12 hours have been pretty busy, but overall the last 72 hours has been fairly quiet. Looking at the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, you can see in the last 72 hours we've had a steady range of C-flare energy for 3 days in a row. Multiple M-class solar flares. All of this energy is Earth-directed. No major X flares in the last 3 days. And here's a look at the Earth-facing side of the sun. It is just absolutely loaded with sunspots in active regions, and most of these active regions do contain the mechanics for X-class solar flares, the beta, gamma, delta magnetics that could produce X-class solar flares. Coming over here to poweroutage.us right now, the state of California is looking at just over 50,000 customers without electricity. We've seen atmospheric river after atmospheric river make its way towards the west coast of the United States. Right now, there's one coming in the southern part of California, and that rain is making its way all the way over here to Arizona. It started raining here in my location about 4 o'clock this morning, and from what I've seen of the long-range forecast, there's a chance of rain for the next 3 days as another atmospheric river is making its way into the western United States. I want to take you guys now to Plano, Texas. There's some narration with this video that was sent in by Rockstar Preacher from Plano. He noticed a stationary, very colorful object in the nighttime sky. He noticed it 2 nights in a row. Here we go.
Second night, and it's back. It's not moving. It's not a Chinese lantern, or it would move with the wind. And it's over more to the left than it was last night. Last night it was about over there. Now, well, I lost it. It went behind a cloud. There it is. Why can't I see it on the video? Interesting. There we go. There we go. It's back. That's the same one.
All right, that's weird.
A little cloud cover, it looks like. Interesting. It's not moving.
It almost looked like it was changing shape. Randy said it wasn't moving. This is my friend Randy from Plano, Texas. He goes by Rockstar Preacher. Randy's a very intelligent man, and as he pointed out, if this were a Chinese lantern, it would not be remaining stationary. It would easily have been influenced by wind, and it would have been rising in the sky, and we've all seen Chinese lanterns. This thing here is maintaining the same exact position in the nighttime sky, and you can tell by this tree branch here, it remains just above that tree branch, changing shape and color, and this is the second night in a row Randy witnessed this from Plano, Texas, and you're getting ready to hear some loud noise of an airplane that comes through his area. Plano is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he noticed this once again 2 nights in a row from Plano, Texas. Thank you, Randy. Greatly appreciate that. This next video is quite strange as well. You're going to see 2 objects fall through the daytime sky. There's some narration with this video as well, but they're talking about how unusual these 2 objects are. The first one they see, and this again is in broad daylight as you can clearly see, they change color. You're going to see the first one here come down from that row of clouds up there at the top. It goes through these clouds here, reappears. Over here on the left is the original video. It was a vertical video. Over here on the right, I zoomed in as close as I could without becoming too overly pixelated. And you can see the object coming out of the clouds. Once again, over here you can see the original video, and it was probably at around 5,000 feet, probably started out somewhere around the 8,000 feet range, and it just slowly kind of descended down through the clouds and disappeared behind a tree over here. Looks like a pretty good size object, very bright, whatever it may be. Doesn't look like it was any type of a balloon because it was just way too bright. Wasn't making any noise, and it was kind of coming down at an angle. But here's what's weird. You see this one kind of disappear as it goes behind this tree over here, and then they look up and happen to notice a second one that appears to be identical. See it right up there? Here comes the second one, diving down out of the clouds. They were very taken back by this, and this one here almost looks like it has a tail behind it. And it's moving maybe a little bit quicker. Again, the original over here on the left, it was a vertical video. I zoomed in over here on the right, and I just put them side by side. And this one here, we can get a little closer look at this object that was clearly, very easily visible in the daytime sky. And again, don't know anything other than what we see here. It didn't make any noise, very bright. Video footage was shared by Tiffany, not sure of the location as they did not indicate where they saw these objects in the daytime sky. Here I put the video in fast forward and I enhanced it just a little bit. I basically flipped it around. Light is dark, dark is light. I was trying to pull forward any possible features that may have been on this object, and there were 2. The second one looked like it had a tail. The first one did not. I find it kind of hard to believe that there would be 2 meteors fall through the same part of the sky in broad daylight, and they were moving pretty slow to be meteors, so I don't think they were meteors. Not sure what they were. Remain a mystery. The meteors that we saw in Trenton, Florida, they were slow-moving meteors, but they weren't moving quite that slow. This one here was a long-duration meteor. One more look at this one here with quite a long tail moving through the sky, visible from the Florida Panhandle. That's what a meteor looks like in the nighttime sky, so did have similarities to a meteor, but I don't think that's what they were. And in this video segment here, I've got more videos of more mysterious objects in the daytime sky. First video was sent in by Freddie out of Las Vegas, who noticed something white moving through the sky at a weird angle. See the angle? It's got kind of a slant to it. Doesn't look like an airplane, as you see no wings or tail fins. Doesn't look like a helicopter. Didn't look like anything he'd ever seen before, so he pulled out his camera, started recording, and I would have done the same thing. It kind of disappeared in here behind the clouds and didn't come back out. Charles G., this is just some sort of a weird cloud, and he's describing the cloud, as you can clearly see for yourself. It's out of focus. It looks like a cotton ball. It's the only cloud of its kind in the daytime sky, and for some reason, it will not come into focus. The entire time, or at least in the video, I'm sure he looked at it longer, it would not come into focus for whatever reason. It almost looked like a vapor cloud that was full of like static or distortion or something. Don't know what that was, and not sure of the location. Kiso, this video too, not sure of the location, but also noticed a mysterious white object moving through the daytime sky. That didn't appear to be an airplane, didn't appear to be a helicopter. There's a good view of it right there. Morris, Illinois, 777. Noticed a white object moving through the daytime sky. Kind of went behind a tree right there, and then it comes back out, moving horizontally at a pretty good pace. Doesn't appear to be an airplane, didn't appear to be a helicopter, and was making no sound. And this one here kind of disappeared off into the field of view. Now, multiple different black objects falling through the sky. Derry, USZ, noticed this black object that's got an unusual shape to it and was moving pretty fast through the sky. Didn't look like a balloon. Happened to notice that, pulled out his camera and started recording. Dave out of Berlin, Germany, noticed a black object falling through the daytime sky that was moving pretty quick. Didn't appear to be a balloon. If it was a balloon, it would be more influenced by the wind, just kind of slowly meandering around in the sky. This thing here was falling at a pretty good pace, kind of indicating that it may have had some weight to it. I don't know. He happened to find it interesting, and I do too. Mysterious object falling through the sky of Germany. Jaffa, from an undisclosed location, noticed two what appear to be identical black objects kind of cruising through the daytime sky. These here, I thought maybe at first they were balloons, but when I zoomed in, I didn't see any payload. And this next video comes out of Hull, United Kingdom, sent in by Andy, who noticed this black object moving through the daytime sky that had a very unusual shape to it. Didn't look like a classic balloon. You can see for yourself right there. It's got all kinds of different points on it that go in all different directions. It's not round. It doesn't appear to have a payload hanging off of the bottom of it. I just received a random collection of dark objects here a while back, and here's another one. Dale out of Colorado, some sort of a dark object. This object here was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 feet in the sky. I am heavily zoomed in on this object, and I was looking for a payload coming off the bottom of this thing, and I didn't see one. Yet another very mysterious dark object in the daytime sky. Great job, guys. Keep the photos and videos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at mrmbb333.com. If you have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Click on this red banner that says, have a large video. Drag and drop your video into the red tab. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.